What's going on, guys? So it's been over 1 full year that I've had this car, which is the E92 2011 BMW 335 IS. I did a review like literally the first day I got it. I said a couple of inaccurate things, so we're gonna go around the car again. I'm gonna give you guys my full review of what I think about it, if you should buy it, things to look out for, problems I've encountered within the year that I've had the car. So we're gonna start off with the front of the car, starting off with the wheels. So you're gonna see that I kept the original 313 style wheels on it. The reason why is the 335 IS model, it comes already with like a lot of good stuff on it that you don't really need to change, like the blacked out kidney grills. It comes with nice wheels already. So these are 18-inch wheels, and if you want to, you can go higher to 19-inch wheels. I might change them in the next 2 years, but for now they're still pretty good. A couple of curb rashes, but what are you gonna do? So far what I did change is the tires. These are the Hankook Ventus V12 Evo 2s. The traction is pretty good on these compared to what I had before. The tires I had before this, I had the regular run flat tires from the Bridgestone Potenza tires. They're run flat tires, so the traction on them wasn't that great compared to these. The Hankook Ventus V12 Evo 2s have better traction. So these tires are pretty good. Also, they're inexpensive, like compared to other tires, because when you buy this car, the wheels run staggered, so the back is bigger than the front. So you're gonna have to get two different sizes from the front and the back, which is kind of annoying on this car. That's like something I didn't like, but it is what it is. So I went with this. Another great option, which a lot of people usually get, are if you like to race and you want like nothing but traction, I would go with the Toyo R888s, and also the Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires are really good too. So I kept the brakes stock. I'm not pushing too much crazy power to be putting on ceramic brakes or anything for now. This is my daily, so that's another thing. I didn't go full bolt on yet because, like I said, I daily the car. I don't race with the car, so I'm not trying to push out crazy horsepower yet. Still in school, so I have the money to go full bolt on, but I just don't see a point of it if I'm not racing or if I'm not taking the car to the track. But I'll tell you a few bolt-ons that I have done. So next up, we have the headlights. All right, it's kind of hard to see now. It's better to see at night, and on camera it looks like it's flashing. But another really good thing I like about the 335 IS is the angel eyes, which is always a favorite on everybody. The thing you'll notice is blacked out kidney grills, which come like the 335 IS package. It blacks out a lot of the parts on the car. So the first thing you'll notice is the blacked out kidney grills. Also, there's not a lamp over here. Instead, there's extra vents here, which is better for cooling. There's no fans. Like I know in my last video, I don't know why I said there was fans there, but I meant to say that there's vents here, which is better cooling for the engine instead of having the lamps there. I kind of cracked my fender a little bit here. I'm not gonna get into that. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Next up, you're gonna notice the blacked out side mirrors, which is also really nice. The car is also tinted all around except for the windshield. So you'll notice that there's 35% tints right here in the back. I added a BMW roof rack. Shout out to Jake for hooking it up with the roof rack. Fits 2 bikes. If you guys don't know, I ride BMX, so I had to have the roof rack on there. That's my Instagram if you guys want to follow that. Pictures of my car and car videos will be posted up there. Coming to the back, you'll notice on the 2011 model, the taillights are different compared to the 2008 model. And I like these taillights a lot better compared to the 2008 335s. You'll also notice a carbon fiber lip on the trunk. There's also blacked out there. What happened was a motorcycle actually like hit this part of my bumper in the winter, and I had like it hit right here, and I had a huge dent right here, so I had to get this huge bumper replaced. And when they replaced that, they left this part silver so this whole cutout is supposed to be black, just like the diffuser. but I decided to leave it gray with black because I feel like it looks a little bit better. So I don't know, and then this happened because somebody was parked and they don't know how to park and they scratch your car. You guys got to be careful in New York if you park your car, because people out here don't know how to park. Also, it comes with the blacked out, the blacked out M exhaust tips. It's an M Performance exhaust on the 335 IS. Blacked out diffuser. These are really dirty right now. I haven't cleaned them, and that's pretty much it for the body of the car. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything. Pretty much mentioned everything. Like I said, the only thing that was added to the body is this and new tires, and that's pretty much it. I kept it stock suspension. Everything else is pretty much stock. Now let's talk about the engine. So you're gonna pull this. It's gonna pop open the hood. So a few things that you'll notice that I added. First thing you'll notice, I added a teal blow-off valve. It's right here. So I'll give you a sound test at the end of this video. But I went with a red teal blow-off valve. I also went with a vrsf charge pipe, which is right there. I also added Burger Motorsport dual cone intakes so you could hear the turbo spool a little bit better. Teal blow valve, like I said, sounds pretty good. The reason why there's duct tape right there is because the alternator cap is missing. So if it rubs onto the open screw of the alternator cap, which isn't there, it could cause a spark. It could spark and cause a fire. So we had to put some tape there, and had to put these zip ties to push the intakes away from it so it doesn't spark a fire. So yeah, those are the only three things I added. Everything else is stock. This car is not pushing nowhere near as much power as other modded 335s are. Like I said, the only thing I've done is the dual cone intakes, teal blow valve, and the charge pipe. The reason why I changed the charge pipe is because my stock one, it hasn't cracked yet, but I tuned the car with MHD. I don't know if you guys seen the video, but the car's tuned on stage 1, so it's pushing. I don't have a boost gauge. I don't have the boost gauges, so I don't know exactly how much it's pushing, but it's definitely pushing between 10 and 15 psi of boost. The things that I've done to the car, I've had to change the spark plugs and coils twice. First time is because it was time to change them. Second time, it was because I had a cracked valve cover gasket, so the valve cover was replaced. The valve cover gasket was replaced twice, and don't quote me on this, but I think the reason is because I had a burble tune on my car. I'll insert the clip right here. With the burble tune, I don't know if, like a lot of people I've read on forums said that the burble tune might have caused your valve cover gasket to go quicker, just because it's putting too much strength on the engine. I know like the burble tune drops all the combustion into the exhaust, but I don't know. Like I said, don't quote me on this. I'm just telling you guys what I read on forums. But yeah, I had to change the valve cover twice because it was leaking oil. So it leaked oil onto the spark plug. So I changed the spark plugs to aftermarket. Changed them to the NGK laser iridium spark plugs. I think that's what they're called. They're definitely NGK, but they're the aftermarket spark plugs that you could find on ECS Tuning, and I haven't had misfire issues since then. Also, I changed coils to Delphi coils, which I'll show you in the trunk. I have one. They're pretty good as well. better than the Bosch ones. If you guys tune your car, I wouldn't recommend going with Bosch. If you go with NGK and Delphi, misfires will be less likely of an issue for you. So yeah, pretty much so far since I bought the car, within a year, I've had to change the rear brakes. I've had to change the rear brakes, spark plugs, coils, valve cover gasket, and that's about it. I honestly haven't changed anything, so that's good. I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, this is a really problematic car. Some people have issues with the high pressure fuel pump. I have warranty on that. It was replaced at 30,000 miles. The car was bought with I bought the car last year with around 41,500 miles. Right now it is currently at 51,000 miles. So it's been a little bit over 10,000 miles, almost actually exactly 10,000 miles. And so far it's been pretty decent. Like I said, maintenance hasn't been killing me too bad, and that's pretty much it. Really love the car. Highly recommend you guys get the 335 IS. Unless you guys want to go with the E92 M3, because that V8 is pretty nice. But for those of you guys that like the twin turbo and like modding your car, 335 IS is definitely the way to go, because this is the N54 engine. So I don't know, if you guys prefer N55 or N54, I personally prefer the N54, but that's just me. Overall, I tried to keep the car as clean as possible. Only thing that you're gonna notice pretty much is the cracked fender, and with this car, there's a lot of like little chips from rocks on the front hood. That's just from driving on highways and stuff. But other than that, I tried to keep the car as clean as I could. The only thing is that cracked fender right there, scratch right there because of the snow. Driving this car in the snow in New York City sucked. I highly recommend you get winter tires for that, or don't drive at all. Like I said, this is my daily. I don't really have a second car, so that's gonna be it for the outside. Now let's go and take a look at the inside. So for the inside, the interior is gray, and it's really dirty right now because I haven't cleaned the inside like I did on the outside. But it has like a little carbon fiber snakeskin trim right there, 335 IS badge there. You got the 335 IS badge right there. Well, it's not really a badge, it's just on the speedometer right there. Also, what I really love about this car is the dual clutch transmission. This thing is super quick when it comes to switching gears. You could switch gears either right there, or it also comes with the paddle shifters right there behind the M Sport steering wheel. Space in the back is fairly decent. Danny, how tall are you?
5'8".
5'8". Let's see how much room you got back there sitting. I've had people, the only negative thing that I've heard from people, and Danny, you've experienced this yourself, when you sit in the back and you hit a speed bump, because this car is kind of low. It's not that low, but it's low for a stock car. And how many times have you hit your head back there when I hit a speed bump?
Hurt, man.
Yeah. So I mean, the clearance isn't too bad, but like I said, if you're going fast and you hit a speed bump, you got to say sorry to the passenger, because space here for your head clearance, it's there, but if you hit a speed bump, like I said, that's the only thing to look out for. And you got the M badge right there, and that's pretty much it. In the back, that thing is annoying, but it is what it is as well. Nothing special on the interior. I haven't touched anything on the inside as well. I tried to keep the car as stock as possible, and that's pretty much it. Trunk, it's really messy. I'm gonna tell you that right now, but there is a fairly significant amount of trunk space for a two-door, and I warned you guys, it's very messy. I keep a spare tire in the back, spare coils. These are the coils I run. They're the Delphi coils. I have some spare spark plugs in there, and that's pretty much it. You guys can't really see how much trunk space there is because it's so damn messy. I have to clean it, but that's pretty much it. That's the one thing I forgot to mention about the engine is it's a 3-liter twin turbo engine. For those that don't know, that's what the N54 engine is. It's pushing stock. When it was stock, it was pushing 320 horsepower, and I forgot the exact number of torque, but I know there's a 7 seconds of overboost of 370 foot-pounds of torque. After stage 1 and after adding the dual cone intakes, and the blow valve doesn't give any extra gains, but the dual cone intakes give you like an extra 10 horsepower to 20, they say. I don't know exactly the numbers. I haven't dynoed the car, so I don't know the exact amount of power that it's pushing right now, but I do know when you go stage 1 with MHD, you're supposed to get, I think, 15 psi boost, so pushing somewhere between 10 to 15 psi boost. And that's all I know as far as numbers. Like I said, I haven't dynoed the car, so I don't know exactly how much power it's making. So that's going to be it for my full review of the BMW 335 IS. If you guys are going to buy this car, make sure that you guys have money saved on the side for maintenance, because things that go fairly quick on this car compared to other BMWs: spark plugs. It eats spark plugs a lot. Coils, definitely. But like I said, if you guys upgrade to the NGK spark plugs and Delphi coils, you won't run into you won't run into misfire issues as much. You gotta watch out for the high pressure fuel pump. There's a lot to look out for with the 335 IS. Everybody runs into different problems. It matters about how much mileage you have, how bad you drive the car, and how well you maintain it. That's pretty much it. You guys know it's a BMW. You guys know it's costly to maintain, so make sure you have money saved on the side. But overall, I really like this car. It was a lot of fun for the year that I've had it. I plan on keeping the car for another 3 to 4 more years, and we'll see where it goes from there. But like I said, for the year I've had it, I've loved the car. It's definitely a good, fun car, and it would be a lot more fun if I went full bolt-on in stage 3 and did a bunch of other stuff, but I'm saving that for the future. So that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you guys think about the car. Thanks for watching.